And welcome along and welcome back to Purbeck Valley. We are going to be continuing with the 3 contracts that we started yesterday. We are into the main body of field 3 at the moment, and I've decided that I am going to go uphill on this. And a lot of people suggested that the best way for me to do this field would be to harvest it downhill and then drive up the hill and just continually harvest it downhill. I'm not sure that's overly realistic. So what we're going to do is we are going to struggle our way up the hill here and just try and harvest uphill and then downhill. It will only be 3 rows each way, so it's going to be a fairly slow going here uphill, and then we should get a lot faster going downhill. So you can hear the combine here struggling its way up the hill. It is 2 miles an hour it's going for this, but I think this is still great. I think this is still good going for it. And yeah, we will get this knocked out as quickly as we can. We're already halfway up this hill, so it's not that bad. And we're up to the top of the field. It's taken about 40 minutes in game to do that then. So let's see how long it takes us to go downhill. Just gonna line myself up here. Get lined up this way and go like that, and look at that, so much faster. It's now 8:45 in the morning. Let's see what time we get down the bottom of this hill by, and we're coming out the bottom at, well, about 15 minutes later. So yeah, 3 times as long to go up the field as down the field, which isn't surprising seeing as we're harvesting at 6 miles an hour when we're coming downhill. So that will work out fairly well. It's going to take us a couple more hours then, I think, to get this field completed. So away we go, set ourselves on our course again and back up the hill. I've just seen that we have got rain on the way, 10, 11, and 12, so 3 hours of it today. That is really not good news. We're probably not even gonna get this field complete before the rain hits, and I might have to turn around and go and do the last couple of rows, just driving up the field and down again, in order to get this field out. I would very much like to have this field done before the rain comes, but I don't quite see how that's possible. In fact, there it is. The rain has arrived slightly early and put a stop to us. Let's go and drop off the grain that we have got. This is not good news. Thankfully, the JCB can get up the field to get this emptied, so we'll just pull underneath. We've got no manual unload on this combine, so it will just unload it. And once it has unloaded it, we will turn it off. I'm going to take the JCB back to the yard, and what we're going to do is probably try and sell off some milk. It's very unlikely, though, with this weather, we're going to be able to get that wheat field done. So yeah, we're gonna have to leave that here. We're gonna get this sorted. In the meantime, let's go tip this 6,000 liters, see if that completes field 5's cost, or field 5's contract, and go and see if we've actually got some milk to sell, because that will get us back a little bit better. Whoa, this field is already so slippery. Down to the sell point, get this tipped up here, and this should, with any luck, complete field 25's contract. Yeah. Oh no, 100% transported for field 3. 88% transported for field 5. So we still have a little bit more to transport for field 5. And I'm slightly worried about that. So how much more needs for field 5 is 350,000. We are, sorry, 3,500. And yeah, we are 98% of the way there. I don't know if there's that much left on that field. We'll have to find out, and hopefully we will be able to. I don't think we're going to be able to get field 4 harvested, though. I think we might have to abandon that contract. We're going to lose at least 5 hours today to that rain, and that really isn't going to leave us long to do a very big, very hilly field. In the meantime, there is something we can do today, and that is to see how much milk we have to sell. If we can get a good sale of milk today, that will get us back in the clear. Let's bring this around and get this hooked up. The other thing we could possibly do today is some grass work, but haymaking in the rain doesn't really feel right. And we also don't have a tedder or a windrower yet, so we'd have to pick up both of those. Let's see how much milk we have. I think it's close to, if not actually, a full tank here. Yeah, we are going to get a full tank. How much is left over? There's another 3,812 litres of milk, but you can see what our problem is. We need hay bales now. They eat 5,250 litres a day, and we've only got 4,312 left. So our cows are going to need more feed. And we are about to have a whole load of calves. We are 90% there for our first set of calves, which is fantastic news. So let's go and get this done. And then we might be able to refill this tractor as well. So where is the best price for milk? That is currently Gateway Park. So we'll tag that and we'll head there. And I'm not 100% sure where that is. Can I see, in this weather, can we see a giant green there? Oh, it's not far from us at all. Yep, Gateway Park is just here to be exact. So we can pull in here and get this unloaded. Oh, we've been here many times before. This is where we had to drop all of the sugar beet, I think it was, that we did. That had to come all here. So we'll unload this. And with any luck, that'll put us well into the black. Yep, there we go. Coming out the other side. And our total is 5,273 with 9,530 for the milk. Brilliant. We might go and get that last 3,000 then, seeing as this rain is still coming down. So back my milk trailer back up to my loading bay. I always love loading dolly trailers. It's a real challenge. And I know it's one of those things that people really hate doing in Farm Sim. But I find if you get it close enough, then you can refill again and it's all good. But yeah, it's not the most fun thing to do. I find that if you do it from in cab, you're much more able to see exactly where the dolly trailer is and be able to control it. So that's worked pretty well. We'll get all of the milk sold today, and then I'm going to go and have a look at the shop. And it looks like the sky might be starting to brighten, so maybe the rain is about to clear up. Although I still think it's going to be 2 in the afternoon before we can get back onto the field and continue any harvesting. We're under again and unload. And there we are. 9,915. That's a really good place to be. All right, let's go put this trailer away, and then we can, well, we'll just have to wait for the rain to finish. Maybe we'll go and have a look at the shop while we're waiting and see if anything's turned up today that might be useful for us. There's a couple of things we're on the lookout for at the moment. A header for our combine, a tedder to pull behind to make hay, and a windrower to row it up so that we can bale it. At the moment, it looks like the shop doesn't really have any of that. The most it can offer me is a square bale hay, so a small hay bale. But otherwise, yeah, we are not in a great position with any of that. So how much is a tedder going to cost us? We want to have a really small tedder to lease. Only 30 horsepower for the Potinger. That is 7,000 and it's only 4.4 meters. Is there anything smaller than 4.4 meters? No. So that is the smallest one here. The least that will cost me £357. So that's great. So we know we can do the tedder easily. Windrower wise, we're looking for something fairly simple. Do you think, yeah, we've got, oh, this actually is what I was looking at. 15,600. It's got a 6-meter work width on it, but we run this in front of our tractor, then we can get the windrowing done at the same time. It's actually also one of the cheaper ones without going to a single turner, which is great because I'm not a huge fan of those. So yeah, that would be really good. To lease that is going to cost us 795. So it's going to cost us just over £1,000 to get the 2 sets of bits we need to get the hay done tomorrow. And hopefully we should have that amount of money left by the time we've paid all of our leasing costs. Now, the header we need for our combine is the Verifeed 18-foot. That is going to be 1,500. So 2,500. Oops. Well, we've already leased it. We might as well lease the other 2 and get everything set up. I have cost myself an extra day's worth of leasing cost on that. But to be honest, the rain is falling. Let's get all of these leased. And we can go from there. I'm going to have to lease a header trailer as well. Final one, lease that as well. Oh, we can't buy it. Why I tried to buy that then? Yes, 795. That's great. Final thing I need to lease is the header trailer. Chassis color will go New Holland. Extension color we will go with the black. And rim color, we will go with the white to match the combine. And we need to select somebody to go on the number plate. And congratulations to Jay Snyder. You have been selected at random from the tractor driver and above level YouTube channel members and patrons. And so I've gone with JA62SDR for your number plate. So congratulations to you. We'll okay that. And then we will lease that trailer. And yep, that is going to be the cheapest part of all of this. So that is 2,861 in vehicle leasing costs. We'll get the header trailer loaded up. First, though, we'll go and grab the tractor, the class, and start getting this back. I didn't notice as I came out of the shop, but the rain has stopped. So hopefully we'll be able to get back up onto the field ASAP. Let's just get these back from here. We'll be raring to go tomorrow. At least we won't be struck by money being an object when we come to actually needing to get the hay done tomorrow. So that's good news. We should be able to turn everything around quite quickly now because of that. I might leave the header trailer here now, though, because I really want to get up to the field and start testing that mud and seeing if we can actually get this harvest contract finished and get some extra cash in. 20 to 2 and time to test the mud levels on the field. Let's pull onto this one. How bad is it? It's not that bad. Actually, that is drying out really well. So we should be able now to get the combine going. I said I thought the whole thing would be all dried out by 2 o'clock. That looks like it's going to be the case. I really can't see us, though, getting that wheat done. Actually, that might be barley, but I can't see us getting that field done today. However, we can get this field restarted and hopefully finished, and that will be both of these contracts done. I'm looking over at field 4 as we struggle up here. Twice the size of this field, and with slopes both ways, I cannot see how that is going to be a fast enough job to get done. Looking at the forecast, we're actually looking at being all right forecast wise for the rest of the day, so we would have the sunshine to do it. I don't think we have the time to do it at all. The contract itself is worth 7,000 to us, but we're already going to make between 8 and 12,000 for these other 2 fields. So yeah, not a huge problem either way. I think we can bypass that and not have any issue. We should have enough money to get through to our own harvest, especially now that we've released the equipment we need. As we're coming to the bottom here, we've just passed 3,500 liters. So that means that we definitely have enough to finish these contracts. We are 95% there with this contract. And that is simply because we need to, well, it's a small field and you need to harvest almost the entire thing to complete the contract. The 3,500, that is all that we need in order to complete field 5's contract. So having enough canola to do that means that we can now complete that, and we're looking good. Field 3 is complete. As we get to the top, we've harvested enough of it to actually complete it. However, I need to be careful. The harvester and the tractor and trailer come from this contract, so we need to make sure that we don't complete this before we have also completed field 5. And we've just got a nice quick run down the fields to finish things off now, and we can go and tip this canola. So our final amount is going to be over double what we need to complete the contract in field 5, which is absolutely fantastic. Let's turn off the thresher and the header. Then we'll pull underneath with the JCB, get this unloaded and get that down to the sell point. Yeah, it is nearly 20 to 4 in the afternoon. That field there, that is not going to be finished in any kind of a timely fashion thanks to the rain. I think if we hadn't had that rain that took 5 hours out of our day today, we would have easily been able to have done that. But yeah, I'm going to abandon it. We're not going to try and get that contract done. I think that would be a mistake. I'd rather actually make the money from it by selling off a little bit of our canola. Let's stop the combine as well. We'll jump in the JCB and we'll go and get this completed and get the money in. So into our sell point for hopefully the final time. Well, we don't have any more canola, so let's tip it. This should complete the contract, and I am going to sell this now because I think we need the cash. There we go, 4,305 in harvest income. Our environmental score is still poor though, and so we've lost £123 due to that. But we are up to 11,211. So we'll abandon the contract on field 4 because we want to get on with the hay next time. We are not going to get anywhere near that. And we should be at nearly 20,000 after that. The combine will get picked up from the field and we can park that up. In fact, I think the farmer wants it up at the field to finish off the actual work himself. We will get that here. And so we will cancel the field 4 contract. Yes. And then we will collect on these 3. So collect on that, that, and that. That's going to be, yeah, another 12,000. We're up to 19,000. No, another 8,000. So we're up to 19,537. We're going to go and get the Vulture, and we'll get this header trailer back to our farm. So let's hook this up, and that'll get back. We should be able to fit this in the shed next to the combine, I think. Hopefully that'll be the case. But this is, yeah, this is good that we're set up for our harvest. We're set up for getting the hay done. And we've got a decent amount of money in the bank. Before we know it, we'll have the solar panels built as well. And things will be settling down quite nicely. I have no idea if this header is on this trailer the right way round or not. I don't quite know how this header trailer works. But we have at least got it back here and got a header for our combine. We've got to use the header trailer actually to get to our second field. So that's why we have it. Otherwise, I would happily just have the combine with its header sitting here. It might be that we can get it down the road with the header on. We'll have a look. But yeah, this should slot in here quite nicely. Does mean we can't get to the bale wrap. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get the bale wrap out of here first. We're going to put the combine in here with this. We need to get that bale wrap out because I suspect we're going to need it. I've got my forklift on my Steyr here, and we can just get that on and in. Don't know how straight that is. That's not too bad. Need to lower it down a little bit. Pick it up. Right, and that then can come out of here, and we can get that header trailer in. I'm actually tempted to put all of that right at the back, because that would make more sense to me. So let's get this into this shed over here. It's swiftly becoming my sort of my front loader storage shed. And then after that, I should be able to get the combine in place. And yeah, if we stick that at the back, we're then able to park stuff in front of it later in the year. So back this up. This does not need, yeah, no inspection required, no damages. So the combine is all ready for harvest this year. I'm not sure the same can be said about our tractors. This one, oh, this one's 6 months. So we're good with the Vulture as well. Although it is showing 2 damages at the moment, so it's going to need a bit of work itself eventually. And the class is the tractor that we've used the most. So that is going to need an inspection soon as well. We need to get that actually back to the farm. We've got an inspection pallet and repair pallet down at the shop. I need to get that back to here, decide where I'm going to put it. But that is really nice. Yeah, time to do a little bit of cleanup around the farm. We've got the class sitting over there with everything attached to it. That's not the order. That's going to be used in tomorrow. We need to get that stuff put away as well. So what space have I got around here where I can put these? Well, I have got the mower under here, so I'm going to put the tedder under here for now. As I said, I think eventually what I want to do is get this shed taken out. It's kind of inaccessible most of the time, and as a result just doesn't make things easy for us at all. Now, where to put these? Oh, they're fairly tall. I think if I, well, no, I'm going to get these out before I get the combine out. So these currently can just go in this shed here with the combine, and you'll be able to get them out and use them later. Oh, I'm going to have to get them upright. I think they fall over a little too easily. Now, one other thing I want to sort is this. We don't need this combi plow. This is a direct seeder, and I think this caused us a lot of problems while we were seeding last year. So I think that can be returned and reduce the cost of all of our leased stuff. So we'll return that and get rid of it. We don't need it. Is there anything else here that we don't need? We need all of that. We need those rollers. Need the fertilizer spreader, the tenderer, the windrower, the front loader. Yep, everything else here is needed. And there's nothing new in the shop that we might want. So yeah, that is pretty good. So I think that is where we're going to leave it for today. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.